All right, guys, we're going to start today's EDPUZZLE with more of a review for this Friday's or Thursday's quiz. So every question we do is going to be very similar to what you're going to see on the quiz. First question I give you, 3, 2x minus 4 equals 4x plus 8. Okay, first step, make sure you handle your distributive property. Second step, I'm going to do them all in different colors. Letters to the left. Last step, I'm going to get, oops, I did not do a different color there. I bring down 2x equals, I moved my constant to the right. 2x equals 20, and I know I have to divide that by 2. X equals 10. All right? Not too crazy. You guys can handle this. Okay, so now I want you to look at this problem. Next one we have to look at, you're going to look at the whole problem and try to find the error, if you can find the error. Go through each step, see what is going on, where the mix-up could be, and try to tell me, there's going to be multiple choices, but try to eventually get the right answer on which part is wrong. And if you notice, yep, this 1/10, that answer is way off. So what should I have done at the end? Not divide 20 to both sides. I should have divided 2 to both sides, right? That should have been my answer, once again, okay? So understand the steps and the rules and make sure you don't screw this up, all right? Again, we're just introing into all this. Next one. All right, make sure I step it up just a little bit for you guys. All right, let's see if this is gonna work. Actually, hold on, let me scratch that out a little bit. This is gonna be plus 50, okay? Now, as I look at this problem, you should know what is your first step. And it's gonna be to distribute 8x plus 20 plus 12x. I'm just gonna rewrite the rest of the problem. All right, then from there, like terms, 20, oops, I can write that nicer. 20x plus 20 equals 5x plus 50. All right. Now from there, subtract 5x to both sides. 15x plus 20 equals 50. I'm going to use a different color. Subtract 20. You get 30. 15x equals 30. And that's kind of a nice one because, let's see, ooh, I can move this up nice. I can just go ahead and divide 15 at the end, and 15 goes into 30 2 times, okay? So hopefully you can get that on the quiz. That wasn't too crazy tough. All right, let's do another one. Everything I'm giving you right now is going to be related to the quiz, all right? And I want you guys to block the quiz. I want you guys to get perfects in the quiz. -2 minus x equals, all right, I'm just going to give an easy one here. So for this one, you're going to take that -2, okay? And we're going to add 2. All right, and then you're going to have negative x equals 12. Are we allowed to leave that negative x? Not a chance. You have to think of it as a -1, and you have to divide that -1 out. So -1 divided by 12 becomes -12, and that's your final answer. All right, we're rocking. Let's keep going. All right, for this one, 20 equals -2x plus 8. Now it's on one other side. I mean, usually our letters are on the left, but that's okay. Don't freak out on that. Can we go ahead and not add 2x? That doesn't really make sense here, right? So instead of doing that, why don't we subtract the 8? If 12 equals negative 2x. Now let's read this like a language arts problem. If I said that 12 equals negative 2 times x, okay? What times negative 2 would equal 12? Some people would say 6. Well, 6 times negative 2 equals negative 12. But negative 6 times negative 2 equals 12. If I divide this here, I get, oops, let's go back. Negative 6, and then I bring this x down. So your final answer is x equals negative 6. Okay? We got to stay strong with these equation skills. I mean, it's really going to pay huge dividends. And that's a fancy word, but it's going to pay off big time come high school. All right? Let's keep it going. Everything's reviewed for the quiz. Everything is a review for the quiz. All right, let's step it up a notch. 4x plus 2 plus 3x equals plus 2. Now, this may end up as a fraction. That's fine. No big deal. First step could be a couple different ways. If you would like to combine like terms, you notice those are the same? I did it again. Hold on. Okay. You can combine those terms. And 4x plus 3x equals 7x plus 2 equals, go ahead and multiply. 21x plus 6. Then what could you do from here? Could I now go letters to the left? Subtract 21x. I get negative 14x plus 2 equals 6. Now from there, could I subtract 2? Negative 14x, which is still fine, equals 4. Now I'm going to move this over here on the side. I'm going to kind of squeeze it right here. Negative 14x equals 4. What am I going to do now? Can I divide negative 14 to both sides to get that x isolated? And I could leave it like that, negative 4 over 14. Or I could now reduce the fraction by 2. Take 2 out of the 4, take 2 out of the 14, and get 2 over 7. What's half of 4, 2? What's half of 14, 7? So x equals negative 2/7 would also be a good answer. I stepped it up on this question. On the quiz, it's much easier. Okay? So we're good here. Let's do a couple more. We're flying through this. Let's go. All right. You go ahead and try to solve this. Same like the last problem. Okay. Now from here, I'm going to always use different colors for each step. I'm going to go letters to the left. You guys have to be so good with your equation skills. They have to just become instinctual, which becomes like just super, like you don't even have to think about it. It just happens. You just know what to do. We're going to move our constants to the right. 8. So now I have 3 times a number equals 8. What times 3 equals 8? Not a whole number. So we have to divide both by 3. And guess what? We're fancy enough that we get to leave it just like that. Okay? No questions asked. We can leave it just like that. All right, guys. I really think you guys should do fine on this. Do the best you can. The quiz shouldn't be too tough. The flip grid, I really want you to create your own equation, do the best you can in solving it and explaining. If there's combining like terms, I want to hear the combining like term part. Okay, whatever which way you can do that. Then if there's distributed property, I want to hear distributed property. And really, I want all of those properties to exist in the equation. All right, best you can. These grades are going into Aries. Okay, your grade is important now. I want you to keep an eye on Aries to see where your grade's at for your fourth quarter so the high schools can see where you ended up. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.